Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Welcome to Let's Build the USS Enterprise A 2.0 Season 1, Episode 17. I'm Zero Elite, and I just want to thank you very much for tuning in today's episode. And if you haven't, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, helping me and supporting the channel. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Today we've got about a 15-minute episode. We're going to continue rocking and rolling, getting some detail on here done. We're trying to wrap up the top of our saucer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this thing. So really we're going to start trying to get the very backbone of the top section of our saucer in place. Now you guys want to make sure that you're following along with me here. But what I can say is that by the end of episode 18, we'll have pretty much completed this go around on the top section of the saucer. And listen, if you guys end up liking it, I say, you know, keep it, do whatever makes you happy. But we are going to end up coming back and giving the top of the saucer a once over, and I've been talking about that. Not to say that what I have here doesn't end up looking terrible. It ends up looking pretty good. It just, for me, I need to make one more pass at it to get it right where it needs to be, because sometimes you don't see the solution glaring right at you until you really take a step back for a minute or two. This is why I say it's so vital to take breaks here and there from what you're doing. So we're just slowly starting to blend in the sides here. You can see that I'm not doing anything super fancy. I'm just continuing the progression line that we've already previously established in the last couple of episodes. I'm just really cleaning it up and I'm closing it off. That's it. So you want to make sure that you're following the same step with me. One thing I did briefly want to talk about, so like, it doesn't happen a lot, but from like time to time I'll get somebody and they'll message either on Discord or on the channel, and they'll be like, hey, on such and such row you did this, but I have this. What do I need to do to fix this issue? And so on and so forth. The only thing I can say is don't get offended if I send you a video to watch or something like that. The reason I'm doing that is because I've taken the time to put together a couple of starter guides for you guys, and there's a couple of reasons I've done this. For one, to help everybody out as best I can. Some of you that are like me, I'm a very visual person. I need to see things in order for them to make sense. Sometimes explaining it in text doesn't really do or convey what needs to be conveyed, and you need that visual representation. And on top of that, you know, just stop and consider for a moment that sometimes I get asked a lot of the same questions. I do have from time to time a lot of people asking me for help, so just take that in consideration when I'm helping you guys out. Try not to take offense if I refer you to a video, or if I tell you to repeat this step or go back and check this. It's not to be mean or anything like that. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get you guys to build these ships out the exact same way that I do. And one of the key things that I typically see in these scenarios is that some people at the first sign of trouble, basically they need me to come in and help them out to fix the issue. But you're capable of solving the problem. If you continue with me on this journey and go with me through all the steps that I use in building these ships out, you will be able to be self-sufficient in troubleshooting your own issues that you might come across. Because I'm trying to show you guys everything that I do rather than just doing it for you. So this way you guys can learn. And one of my key things is probably the most important thing you could ever do on your build. Go back and check your work. Because 9 times out of 10, the solution is right there. If you just retrace your steps and figure out what you need to, or what you did wrong. Because when you identify what you've done wrong, you can start to get a gauge for what you actually need to do. So if you're ever in that situation, one of the things I really try to convey, take a minute. or what is it that they say? Take a knee for a couple. Let it just marinate. If you're getting aggravated, take a break from it. Come back to it with a fresh set of eyes. Be like, okay, where did I mess up? Let's recap my steps. And then once we identify that, okay, cool. This is my issue. I need to fix this. And it might seem like a lot, but little by little, just like what we're doing right here, you see that we're going step by step by step. We started filling in the backbone of the top of the saucer. Now we're coming back. We're starting to fill in the very center of our bridge. And when you look at this as one big build, like all the steps together, yeah, that can be overwhelming. But break it down step by step. Don't worry about any future mistakes. Don't worry about all 250 or 400 steps that we have to make in the future. Think about the step that you're on right now and just tackle it one step at a time, one move at a time. And when you do that, eventually you're going to land where you need to land. And I know this because I do the same thing myself. But I've tried to be helpful in a way that I do try to save you guys time and maybe not making the same mistakes that I do, which is why I have a lot of the rules in place that I have. I'm not, with that being said, I'm not one that will be like, I'm the best builder in Minecraft. It's the only way you got to do it. Absolutely not. There's a million and one ways to do this. This is just what's worked for me. But anyway, with that being said, we're rocking and rolling here. We're looking pretty good. And I'm really digging the progression that we're having on the Enterprise A. I've also had a ton of positive feedback from this. I've had some people send me some screenshots of their build progression. Their stuff is coming out awesome. I'm loving that. I've seen some videos that people are posting of Voyager. Their Voyager builds are looking fantastic. Now, some of you that are on my Discord, and if you're not on my Discord, hey, you are missing out here. Because my Discord, I put a lot of stuff on there. There's a lot of stuff that ends up going on the Discord that either A, might not end up on my YouTube channel, or B, might not end up on my YouTube channel for quite some time, depending on what I get around to actually doing it, or when the episode actually will come up online. There's a lot of cool stuff that's already on there. Something I'm actually getting ready to do, one of my current projects that I'm working on is Wayne Manor. And I have this huge backdrop that I did for it, and I built out, well, it's not finished yet, but I'm building out a full city backdrop to go with it. I'm building out a Gotham City. And I just decided to do this because I want to just say before I even get into it more that I'm not going to stop making starships in Minecraft. This will be something that is ongoing indefinitely. I'm never planning on not doing it, but I want to be able to do other stuff too and broaden my horizons a little bit. And I've had a few people from time to time in the past ask me to upload anything from any cities or buildings that I've made and stuff. So I just decided, like, you know what? I'm going to do a prototype test city backdrop for Gotham so that you guys can see what it looks like. And if I have enough people that are actually into it, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to start another tutorial series on how you can build out your own cities. And the first one that I'm considering doing is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I think that'll be really cool. I don't think I've seen anybody do a map of Vice City that looks accurate. And that is something I can promise you that if we do end up doing that, it will be as close as I can possibly make it to a one-for-one of Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Those of you that have been on my channel, you know I can do it. So keep that on the back burner for right now. There's actually going to be a bunch of cool stuff that I'm going to be doing. Later in the year, I'm going to be getting a GoPro camera. I've got a lot of stuff that I do as far as hobbies. It's important to stay busy. It's important to keep your mind busy. And something that I've done since I was a kid, I've always worked on models, painting, things like that. Very artistic person. And in the last couple of years, I've actually gotten into the hobby of customizing action figures. And I'm not going to say I'm amazing at it, but I've gotten decent enough at it that I want to actually start doing some videos on that. So keep an eye out for that. You'll end up seeing those photos on some of the stuff that I'm going to be putting in the Discord very, very soon. So those of you that are into that, definitely come and check me out. But I think, I can get away with doing stuff like this as long as I maintain um, with it being something that's creative. I think I can get away with it on this channel. Um, but I also need to make a point to continue doing the things that people enjoy watching while I'm trying to do some other new things on the side. So these are two new projects that are going to be coming up. I hope you guys will be interested in that stuff. If you are, let me know in the comments. But for our future, for our Minecraft builds on top of the city, we've also got the Excelsior 2 class, which the tutorial's ready, but I didn't. I got a little bit too hyped up when we hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to start this tutorial. I don't want to burn my tires and put out all my content at once, so that this way there's gaps. You guys are notice that I did take a week off from putting videos out. This video is actually coming out the week of my birthday, and I want to make a point to get this out because I'll actually be out of town when these episodes are dropping, so I'm going to be putting them out to release ahead of time, so that this way you guys can get it. But I'm going to hold the Excelsior until at least maybe I'm a little bit closer towards the end of the Enterprise A 2.0. So that this way I can have enough breathing room to get Wayne Manor completed, because I think Wayne Manor is probably going to be what ends up coming after the Excelsior, and then after that I'm not 100% sure. Bear in mind, I'm still working on the Enterprise D. That's season 2. That's going to be coming up, but there's no ETA on that. That's not one that I'm necessarily rushing to do. Enterprise D, she's not going anywhere, and I spent a year and a half working on it, so I'm not super in a rush to come back to those videos immediately for season 2, but that will be happening. But those of you that want to get even further into the beans of the stuff that I have coming up in the future, again, check out the Discord. I have a list of upcoming builds of stuff that I'm either committed to or 95% certain to doing. If you want to check those out, join the Discord. But you can also, there is a build suggestion tab on Discord, so you can go on there and post your suggestions on things that you guys want to see me do. Trying to think of what else. I think that's about it right now for as far as new stuff coming out on the channel, but that's still quite a bit. But anyway, getting back in a little bit what we got going on here, really not too much that needs to be explained. We're just cleaning up our line work, and you can see I'm following my patterns here. I'm not, if you're at this point in the tutorial series with me, some of this stuff I don't feel like I have to keep going over again and again and again. I don't want to sound like a broken record. Most of the people that I've interacted with on YouTube and Discord, they're pretty smart people, and I think you guys at this point in the tutorial series understand a little bit what we're doing here as far as following our patterns. And this is it right here exactly. You follow your patterns, you can identify what you need to do to solve your problem, even if it's not directly set in front of you. This is why I have people ask me from time to time, like, hey Zero, like, can you send me the blueprints that you're following on, your map of how you're putting these out? And it's like, I'm not using any blueprints. Like, I'm just following the template that I have in place, and I'm just following my cut lines and my patterns. And when you start to identify those patterns, it's going to make life so much easier on you, because it's going to help to guide you in what direction you need to go in. It really is. And I was lucky to come across this method, because this is something that I really, from what, at least to my knowledge, I haven't seen really anybody else doing. And it's really helped me to get these ships to come out as good as they are. 110%. We're looking pretty good so far. We want to add in that blue strip going all the way around our bridge area here. It's kind of cool. I've added in some add-ons on my world. I need to actually go on my Discord and upload and show you guys which packs I have. So those of you that want to be able to get them yourselves. But I'm standing by. I'm not going to get any mods to use on my computer, and the reason for that is because not everybody is savvy enough to know how to use mods. Some people have assumed that because I don't have mods that I'm not tech savvy and I'm stupid. I couldn't be further far from the truth. And if I don't say anything, it's because I'm letting you talk. But the point is that I'm very actually familiar with mods. I use them quite a bit on Steam, but I don't use them on Minecraft because, again, not everybody does. Either they don't know how, they don't want to get into it, it's too much. So I'm trying to maintain doing this stuff in a way that anybody can get their hands on it. So for that reason, that's why I've made the decision to purchase a couple of add-on packs for Minecraft. I got a city pack, and then also a trains pack, and then also a furniture pack. And I'm doing that specifically so I can really, really flesh out my ships, my cities, and all that stuff. But anyway, I've really shot through 15-minute episode today. I've really focused on all the new stuff we've got going on here. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, let me know in the comments. Definitely love hearing from everybody. But I think that's going to be it for me today. So I just want to thank everyone again for tuning in today's episode. If you did enjoy this content, if you can help me out, hit that like and subscribe button. Help me supporting the channel. I can't thank you enough for that. And new subscribers, don't forget to hit notifications on so you get notified when the new videos drop. You can also join the Discord. I'll have a link in the description below. Thank you all again for tuning in. And what did you make in Minecraft today? Post your photos in the Discord.